Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and we are just a few days away from what many are calling a must-win game for Josh Heupel in this Tennessee football program as they go on the road to take on Missouri. And don't get it twisted. It's not, we had a good conversation last night talking about being patient with Josh Heupel and this rebuild and just how long it's going to take to get this program back where it belongs. And when we say must win, it's not must win for Josh Heupel. It doesn't mean if they go and lose on Saturday that Josh Heupel is not going to get it done. Josh Heupel has to go. The goal for me has always been this football program needs to get to 6 wins. They need to get bowl eligible. That's what we mean by must win. But I talked about a little bit in the scouting report video that I dropped, a little bit on the live stream last night. I feel like Tennessee has a big advantage in this game against Missouri. And yes, Missouri's favored by 3, but I have a lot of confidence. Going to tell you why coming up next. Do me a favor, go ahead and smash that thumbs up just below the video. If you're new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. So if you enjoy what we do, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. We will be live Saturday immediately following the Tennessee-Missouri game. So hope you tune in for that, but let's get going. You guys want to get an advantage over your sports book, you need to head over to the App Store or the Google Play Store. Download BetQL, the only app you need to make smart bets. Their computer model scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you the best bet recommendation for every game across all major sports. Also gives you the reasoning behind why you should place that bet. Their model covers everything from spreads to over-unders and player prop bets. But I know how some of you guys are. You don't always listen. You want to play armchair quarterback, and that's fine. If you want to do the work yourself, BetQL has all the necessary tools for your research needs. Sharp data so you can see who the pros are backing, line movements, you can jump on betting opportunities in real time. They've also got great team summaries highlighting previous success against the spread and the over-under. So go to try.betql.co/Vols to get started now. Going to drop all the links in the description below, but if you use that promo code VAWLS at checkout, you're going to save 25% on all subscription offerings. They also have a deal where you can get an entire year of BetQL for free. So jump in the description below. Check that out, BetQL. So let's take a look at this article from SI.com written by Jake Nichols. Tennessee running back Tevin Evans confident in Vols offense, his own versatility heading into must-win Mizzou matchup. There's that buzzword again, must win. This is a big-time game. I feel like the next 2 weeks are big-time games for this Tennessee program if they want to get to 6 wins. But let's talk a little bit about Tevin Evans, a guy who had a ton of buzz when he committed to Tennessee. He was the number 1 rated junior college running back and also the number 3 ranked junior college player by 24/7 Sports. Guy that had a whole lot of buzz coming into the spring, and then unfortunately, he's a little bit banged up. And you're talking about a guy also that did not play in 2020 because his season was canceled for COVID. All the talk coming out of camp was about Jabari Small and how he was doing things the right way. He practices right, got the right mindset. And Jabari Small, look, Tevin Evans compliments Jabari Small. They're a good 1-2 punch, but Tevin Evans seems to be the guy. He seems to be the best running back in the room. Let's take a look at the article here. It says in 3 appearances this season, Tevin Evans' versatility has already proven quite effective at Tennessee. He can run, he can catch, he can block. All 3 are essential parts of what Josh Heupel's system requires of a running back, and Evans has performed well in every facet. In rushing 42 times for 211 yards, averaging just over 5 yards a clip. In catching, see his 47-yard game-tying screen pass against Florida and the pre-snap adjustment he had made that allowed that touchdown to happen. The quote here from Tevin Evans, when we were game planning that play, I had checked the defense to see what type of scheme they were in. I saw open field, so once I got through that little slip, everything was just grass. What a big-time play in that game. Huge play. Again, that Tennessee goes 3 and out, I believe it was, on their first drive. Florida goes right down the field and scores. And then Tevin Evans busts it on the screen pass, scores, and gets Tennessee right back in the game. Couple of moments in that first half where Tennessee, They were fighting. They were competing. Obviously, the second half didn't go the way you want. That was a big-time play. You see Tevin Evans making a lot of plays in the passing game when it comes to blocking, too, and that's what he says here. I love blocking, and my job is to protect the quarterback. I do that at a high level. There's proof in the pudding there, too, on Tennessee's 75-yard touchdown pass to Javonte Payton last Saturday. Evans came off a fake handoff before picking up a blitzing Florida linebacker to prevent a possible sack. Interference gave Hooker just enough time to get the ball off, resulting in a score that gave Tennessee its only lead of the game. That's something that a lot of people don't really talk about. A lot of people don't really talk about pass protection for running backs. Usually when you're talking about it, you're talking about it being a problem, that they have problems picking up protection. I think Tevin Evans and Jabari Small have both done a good job in pass protection. More than one occasion, you see those guys picking up blocks. The article goes on here to say J-Mac, Tennessee's running back coach, echoed the importance of Evans' versatility and how impressed he was after the transfer's first SEC test. Says it changes week to week. What impressed me the most this past weekend was his pass protection. I thought he did a great job being locked and loaded, and his focus and attention to detail have really impressed me the last couple of weeks. And that's something going back, the article continues to kind of touch on this. It was something previously brought up, was that the running game was almost non-existent against Tennessee Tech. They struggled to run the football, and that was a huge concern. A lot of us chalked it up to Cooper Mays, and I still do think Cooper being out of the game was a big part of that. I think Cooper Mays makes this offensive line better. I feel like when he's on the field, when he comes out and Carvin has to move to center, that creates some problems. But Carvin does a good job too. The problem is Cooper Mays has to be in the game for you to have your 5 best linemen on the field. And that is a concern going into this Missouri game. But something that Evans talked about was he didn't really get up for that Tennessee Tech game. And that's something he's talked about trying to work on here. He says, it's just a battle with myself. I have standards in trying to hold myself at, so just approaching it with the same mindset every day and getting the outcome that I got. Says this past weekend against the Gators, that approach held true, although post-game clips revealed there's still some plays Evans would like to have back. Says, I'm not all the way there. As I watch the film, I see a lot of left yards on the field, so I'm trying to clean that up week by week. Says he's going to be more patient and just playing fast. You know, that's something we as fans talk about. You know, how do these players get up? You got to bring it. You got to bring it every single day, every single week. It doesn't matter if you're playing Tennessee Tech, Bowling Green, or you're playing Florida. And that's easier said than done. We're talking about college kids who are they're thinking about what they're going to do after the game. How can they dial in and focus against a team like Tennessee Tech? So it's understandable. But you got to work every single day, every single game. Look, we all know Georgia State, the BYUs, the games this team has lost. You got to dial it in. I like that Evans, that's correctable. It's correctable. Something you can fix. Article goes on to say Tennessee players and coaches have reiterated how their offensive tempo needs to increase, and they've said that the Vols are playing nowhere near the speed Heupel wants. Vols will get another crack at notching that quickness this weekend, facing Missouri at noon in Columbia on SEC Network to move against the Tigers, though UT will again look to Evans and Jabari Small, a pair that combined for 109 rushing yards on 22 carries in Gainesville. That's very encouraging. The way they were able to run the football against Florida is encouraging. And yes, Cooper Mays was out there most of the game, but he was out there about 60%. I think Tennessee is going to come to play on Saturday. Even if I don't think Cooper Mays is going to be able to go, I still think they're going to have success running the football against a football team that is one of the worst in the country when it comes to defending the run. I think Tennessee is going to be able to capitalize that. That's why I picked Tennessee to win and not win big. 38-24. I like Tennessee's chances in this game. Evans goes on to say that's what we need from the backs. We need explosive runs. We need hard runs downfield and physicality. When you're playing at a high level like that, I feel like this team can most definitely put up big numbers. I think Tennessee, I think it clicks on Saturday. I think they put it all together. I hope. I think Hendon Hooker is going to be good to go. He practiced yesterday, so we'll see how that shakes out. Tennessee needs Hendon Hooker. They need him. The offense runs better. You see what opens up when Joe Milton's on the field, but if you're not connecting, it doesn't matter. The team belongs to Hendon Hooker. They asked Tevin Evans what kind of numbers the Vols could reach against a defense that allowed 275 rushing yards from Boston College. They're also giving up almost 270 yards per game through 4 weeks. Tevin Evans says, I don't really want to get into that. Then he took a deep breath, gave you a little sly grin, and says, I feel like we're fixing to have some fun. Most definitely, we're fixing to open up this offense and show what we can really do. That's Tevin Evans not wanting to give Missouri any bulletin board material, but that little grin tells me that they see something on tape that they're going to be able to expose on Saturday. That's why I like Tennessee's chances in this game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm off base. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think as Tennessee gets ready to go up against one of the worst rushing defenses in the country. Do you think Tennessee is going to have the ability to run the football? Do you like their odds? If you missed the live stream last night, go back, check it out. If not, that's fine. Leave me your predictions in the comments below. What do you think the score is going to look like on Saturday? But again, as always, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up just below the video if you have not done so yet. Also, check out the official merchandise of the Talkin Vols Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin Vols. Tons of different styles, designs, colors, all that good stuff. Good quality merchandise. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange. The Vols, how